Hi and welcome back to MRTV. Today I have something really special for you. As you know, here on MRTV you're getting the most exciting VR products first. Today I have the unboxing of a new kind of VR controller for you here. These are the ETEE VR controllers and they are made by a company called TG0, which are based in London. So you're probably wondering, why would we need any more VR controllers? We already have the Valve Index controllers, which are pretty amazing, right? And I would totally agree with that. I love the Valve Index controllers. So actually, what the company is trying to achieve here with the ETEE controllers is they want to bring the user's hands into VR in a most unobstructive way. So at the moment, if you want to bring somebody into VR that has probably never done VR before, probably at an exhibition or in any kind of other use case, it's a bit complicated. You have to teach them how to use the controllers. For all the controllers, you have to teach them, okay, you have to press this button, you have to use that thumbstick, and yeah, it is actually a major obstacle for the user right now. With the ETEE controllers, what they are actually aiming for is to bring the user's hands into VR in a most unobstructive way, and that's why these actually don't have any buttons. So without further ado, this is the unboxing of the ETEE controllers, and all of this goodness is coming up. Hi and welcome back to MRTV. My name is Sebastian Ang and this channel is all about virtual reality. I'm bringing you unbiased and honest reviews of all the VR headsets and of VR accessories like the ETEE controllers. And of course, I'm also letting you know about the latest news. So if you're into VR, you should absolutely subscribe to this channel and click on the bell button so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Let's get to these controllers now, the ETEE controllers. So this is the 3 degrees of freedom version of the ETEE controllers. Now that is not particularly useful for us VR enthusiasts, right? Because we need 6 degrees of freedom controllers so that we can actually have them tracked in space. Now actually, what ETEE wants to do, they are starting a Kickstarter campaign soon in order to finance the 6 degrees of freedom version of the ETEE controllers. Now the 3 degrees of freedom version here, what we can do now and what I can do here, I can check out how well does the finger tracking work. And also what I could do, I could also connect the Vive trackers to them, and then I could already use them in 6 degrees of freedom in a normal VR environment. And probably that's also what I'm going to do here with them once I take a closer look at them. So they are going to start a Kickstarter campaign for the 6 degrees of freedom version of these controllers, and what we can do here now is actually check out how they feel like in the hand, and we can check out the hand tracking and the finger tracking and the pressure sensitivity. So now let's unbox them. Alright, this is the box that the ETEE controllers come in, a simple black box just with an ETEE sticker on it. Once we open it, we are being greeted by 2 manuals. On the left, the ETEE manual, and on the right, more information about the technology behind the ETEE controllers. That's in the box. We have the ETEE controllers, we have a USB dongle, and we have 2 USB cables for charging. Other than that, we learn how the ETEE controllers work. In the other manual, we actually learn about the underlying technology that TG0 is working on. It's a uniform tactile material to sense touch and pressure without electronic sensors. So this kind of material can be used in many applications. So now let's have a look at the controllers and let's first get them out of the box. There you've seen the USB cables, not so interesting, but this indeed is interesting. These are the ETEE controllers. So let's get them out here. And let me tell you about my very first impressions. First of all, design-wise, in my opinion, TG0 has done an excellent job. These look simple and elegant. Then also, as what the weight is concerned, they are really, really light. Let's have a closer look here. The material is this special material. It is rubber-like material that should be really easy to clean. Very important if you use that on expos, for example. This part here is a bit elastic, so that is not metal, and he would simply go in here and hold them like this. Or actually, you don't have to hold them. You simply put your fingers through and then the controller will stick to your hand just like that. And then again, the ETEE controllers are lightweight. So you can tell here, shaking my hand around and there's no problem whatsoever. Let's have a closer look here at the material. So this is some kind of foam material. So no matter the size of your fingers, you will be able to put them through there. So that is a one size fits all, and that's nice. Here on top, you have a trackpad. So if in VR there is something that you would like to choose without using your hands in VR, you could still do that. Then here at the bottom of the device, you'll find the on-off slider and a USB connection in order to charge the ETEE controllers. And here I'm wearing both of them, and again, it's light, it's comfortable, and I could see myself wearing them in VR. And also in the box, this USB dongle. So this connects your ETEE controllers wirelessly to your PC. Alright, so this was the unboxing of the ETEE controllers. Now, let me give you my first impression of how they feel, how they look, and yeah, my overall thoughts. First of all, I think these are some stylish controllers. They made them look really streamlined, and yeah, you won't feel bad holding them or using them. Not at all. Actually, I think the opposite is quite the case here. I think they've done a really nice job designing these controllers. Then for the materials that are being used here, so this material here, it feels very rubbery, probably because it's rubber. Let me show that to you. So now you should be able to see it here. And yeah, this is rubber. And actually, this is what the company is actually producing. This is the main product of the company, of TG0. They are making this pressure-sensitive rubber that can be used in many kinds of applications, and now they're using it for these controllers in order to do finger tracking. And with this kind of material, they can like measure how strong somebody is squeezing these controllers. And I'm going to show you that in another video. This video here is first of all about the unboxing and about my first impressions. The using them will be in another video. Now, what I also think is interesting is that, well, they don't have any buttons, right? They don't have any kind of buttons. And this is actually by design and by choice, because they want to make it as simple as possible for people to get into VR, or to get people's hands into VR as easy as possible. Just think about if you are on an exhibition and you want to show off your VR application to some users, and it's not about a game, for example. You simply want to get people's hands into VR. Now, I believe that this is a pretty cool solution, since you don't have to teach them, okay, you have to press this button to do this. Actually, you simply have the hands in VR, and it will be easy to put this onto people's hands. It's just like this. So there's not much you have to teach them, and I think like removing this obstacle is a really, really good idea. Also, for doing hand tracking, of course, you could do the optical kind of hand tracking that is being used by, for example, the Oculus Quest, and that is, of course, really amazing. However, you don't have any kind of feedback, right? If you want to hold something in VR, well, then if you just do the optical tracking, you won't have anything to hold on to. But here you do have this haptic feedback, and I think that might be a plus for lots of applications. Now, even though there are no physical buttons, what we can find here actually on both of these controllers is a trackpad. So the very top of the device here, where your thumb rests, this part here, actually this is a trackpad. So you could still do some kind of you could use this for making some choices, for example, in the VR application. And that, of course, will depend on the application, how to use these trackpads. And well, I think that is a good addition here. Then here on the bottom, we have on off. Now we can see it on off, and the USB port to charge them. I think these are really interesting, and I'm looking forward to install the software, not in this video, and to try out how good the finger tracking actually is. So I'm looking forward to find out more about the Kickstarter campaign that ETEE is planning. So that is going to take place sometime in April, and then they're going to introduce their 6th version. The 6th version that I believe is the more interesting version for all of us, because we need to have our hands then really tracked in space. So I could track them in space if I would attach like a Vive tracker, but I believe that this is not the solution that they're looking for, and that's why they want to finance this 6 degrees of freedom ETEE controllers by doing the Kickstarter, and that's definitely something interesting that I'm looking forward to. So there you have it. This was the unboxing of the ETEE controllers and my first quick impression. I'm going to do another video probably after the whole Half-Life Alyx craze, where I'm going to test them out, this 3-dot version, where I'm going to test out the pressure, sensitivity, the finger tracking and all of these things. And well, of course, it's going to be coming up here on MRTV. Now I want to hear from you. What do you think of these ETEE controllers? What do you think about the form factor? And what do you think? Is it an interesting idea to have a controller just to bring the hands into VR without lots of buttons? Do let me know in the comment section below. That's it for this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it and that it was interesting for you. If yes, give it a thumbs up. And of course, if you have not yet subscribed to MRTV yet, do so now. And I'm looking forward to see you in the next episode.